There was just so much.
You're listening to a Mamamia podcast.
Mamamia acknowledges the traditional owners of the land we have recorded this podcast on, the Gadigal people of the Eora Nation. We pay our respects to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander cultures.
Hello and welcome to Cancelled, the podcast where we put a celebrity on trial. Do we have a jury? Sort of. You guys. Do we have a defence team? No, we can't afford it. Do we have access to the law book? No, they won't give it to us. Do we have a courtroom or a gavel or wigs? Not technically. But what do we have? A vibe.
A vibe.
And we can all agree that one thing most courtrooms are missing is a discussion of the vibe.
I do think.
Do you feel like often courtrooms actually miss vibe?
I think they miss vibe, and I think they could have more of a vibe.
Yeah.
I think things such as the jargon and the due process interrupt with the vibe. So I would love to go to court and just be like, come on, what's the vibe?
Yeah.
Who we mad at?
Yeah, and it's like we get caught up on like little things and it's like, yeah, but that's not the vibe.
Yeah. Come on, big picture.
What's the feeling out there? Because the feeling out there is that guy's going to jail. Did he commit a crime? Unclear. But the vibe
But he
is...
looks sus. Look at him.
Look at him. So here, gavel, I got a little pen, put him away.
Yeah.
All right? That's what we do here.
That's how justice works.
I'm Jessie Stevens.
I'm Claire Stevens.
And this is a continuation of a celebrity we've already trialed, but she's been playing up and being played up upon.
Okay.
And we can't just turn a blind eye to such.
Jessie, I know we're about to get into Khloe Kardashian,
Yeah.
but I just need to add something.
Oh.
It's about her sister Kourtney,
Oh.
who we have also covered on this podcast. Please go and listen. I feel terrible because as a lawyer, it's my job to bring all the evidence. And I remembered recently, I missed something with Kourtney. And it popped up on my TikTok and I went, oh no, I've done my job badly.
Oh.
It was, do you remember, it's a morning television interview.
I saw this TikTok
And
too and I thought Claire did her job badly.
And
Yes.
Kourtney is asked a question
Yeah.
and she pretends she can't hear the question and then she just hangs up
Yeah.
and leaves. And
I'll never forget.
I just was wondering how
just
everyone's
came
doing.
in.
Hello, Kourtney. Have we lost you?
All right. It looks like Kourtney doesn't really want to go there with
I think
that
she's
question.
blanking me. I think she's totally blanking
I
me on
think
that
there's
question.
probably a PR person there saying, don't talk about it.
I think maybe they asked about Kim and it was clear that she did not want to answer the question. And I thought, that's such a shame we forgot that because that's quintessential Kourtney behaviour. And
Which is what we said, is that she is the least hardworking Kardashian. And that goes to show. And by
Yeah.
that, we're obviously excluding Rob.
because he doesn't.
Do anything. So he doesn't count. But Khloe, apart from Rob, is the least
Exceptionally lazy.
Very, very true. We are doing Khloe Kardashian today, and my structure is as follows. Tristan and his wandering dick. An inability or perhaps unwillingness to improve on Photoshop skills.
Yep.
Body controversy. And finally, does Khloe need to be doing SponCon
No.
and investigation? Okay, first, Tristan. We should probably at this point be doing an episode on Tristan, but let's be honest, no one really cares about Tristan except for his association with Khloe.
If you did a lineup of people and asked me to point out Tristan, couldn't tell you.
Me neither. So I went onto his Instagram today to just
Okay.
get a vibe of him. In July, Khloe confirms she is having a second child with Tristan via surrogate.
This was controversial.
This was controversial. Their first daughter, True, is 4, and I Googled pictures, and I can confirm she's very cute.
She is
She's
cute.
at a cute age.
She's really, really cute.
Now on to North. Okay, yes, this isn't directly relevant, but I need to talk to you about this TikTok I found of North.
Speaking of TikTok,
North is one of the most terrifying people alive today
because of the power.
because of the power.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think she's about 9, maybe 7, and she is so confident and so cool. And I know that she has power over Kim.
Yeah.
And Kim is a powerful woman.
Yeah, no, I saw one where she's like doing her hair and then she goes and like does a dance and you can tell that Kim's like, you go, sweetie. Like Kim's being bossed around.
Cool. Anyway, second child with Tristan. Just a quick update. Remember that Tristan was rumoured to be cheating on Khloe literally a few days before she gave birth to True. right? And then they kind of made up, and then he cheated on her again with Kylie's friend Jordan Woods. Tristan isn't it. We're off Tristan. We've said it once on this podcast and we will say it again. Fool me once, fool me twice, it's on me. Okay? We can't remember how it goes, but it's a rule in a courtroom.
It's one of the pillars.
Fool
It's
me
like
once,
shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me.
In the season finale of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which was filmed in December 2021, but obviously like we saw it later, the Kardashian family find out about Tristan's new son, thanks to a Daily Mail article. There's even an official paternity test, and yeah, those documents are made public because we as a courtroom need to look at them. He said in a statement, "Khloe, you don't deserve this. You don't deserve the heartache and humiliation I have caused. You don't blah, 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 regardless of what you may think. Again, I'm so incredibly sorry."
He just cannot stop sticking his dick
in places he shouldn't. In court documents, and nothing makes us more satisfied than the fact that this went to court and there are documents, posted by the Daily Mail, Tristan admitted to having seen Marilee Nichols, which is the woman he had a baby with, various times between December 2020 and March 2021. Yes, that is the height of COVID. Can we not have affairs during the pandemic? It's not healthy. Okay.
There were so many famous people who were cheating because I think they had extra time.
Do you reckon he had a mask on when he was sticking his dick in Marilee?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so. And I actually always feel really sorry for the women that he does this with because he always casts doubt on the paternity. And it's like, it's always you.
Yeah, it's
100%.
You're always the father. So let's not do it first. So this is while he's still in a relationship with Khloe. He slept with Marilee on the night of his 30th birthday, which was when Khloe had thrown him a birthday party for his 30th. Importantly, Kim said to Khloe in December,
But if this isn't the biggest sign for you to not have another baby with this human being.
What Kim didn't know was the pair had just conceived a baby via surrogate.
Oh.
Tristan knew he had another baby on the way with Marilee. Khloe ended her relationship as soon as the news broke. She has since revealed that he was pressuring her into speeding up the surrogacy process and like kept proposing to her and stuff to like lock her in. In August, the baby, a boy, arrived. Claire, what's the boy's name?
Don't know.
Yeah, no one does.
Yeah, it's really annoying. Like, I understand privacy, but like,
I actually don't.
Can
and
I
I don't
just
know.
know?
Can I have a photo?
yeah,
And a name.
look like true. Like,
Yeah, exactly.
Family
I don't
resemblance.
understand. I know North better than I know most of my friends. Why
Yeah.
don't I know the name of your son, Chloe?
Can I just say, just hearing that, it did make me anxious for Tristan. Because can you imagine you're like
Cheating and knowing
proposing,
it's going to come out. Okay.
proposing to somebody, got a surrogate thing, and knowing that you are having another baby and it is an inevitable thing.
Do
You're
you
like,
think he felt stressed?
that chick's 6 months pregnant. And
Oh, it's going to happen.
and it's
Yeah.
going to happen and it's going to come out in that it is my child.
Yeah.
I imagine the equivalent would be me currently being pregnant with somebody that is not my partner's child.
Mm.
And it just feels like it's a situation you cannot get out of.
Yeah. Actually, I think I'd panic. Tristan is posting weird cryptic shit to Instagram, such as, "You can't fall if you don't climb. No happiness in living your life on the ground.
No, you're not my inspiration.
Keep your dick in your pants
Mm.
for literally 3 days. How about that?"
Yeah, that's a great quote to live by.
Yeah. He also posted a tile that's like, "A ship doesn't sink because of the water around it, but the water that gets into it. Something, don't let what's happening around you bring you down."
So he's like, everybody's being really mean about my relationship.
Psst.
It's actually fine.
Yeah.
Sir.
I need what's happening around him to bring him down because he keeps fathering children and upsetting Khloe. Women being like, "Stop cheating. Isn't water sinking your ship? You need counselling immediately."
Yeah.
He also posted earlier this year, "They say good things take time. That's why I'm always late." And all the comments are like, "You're late because you're making more babies." That's why he's running late.
Oh, everyone
Accurate.
hates Tristan.
Khloe has since said, "Tristan and I are not currently exactly together. He's one of my best friends. He's a shit best friend. Cut him loose.
Terrible best friend in that he's cheating on you.
We need to cancel Tristan along the way. We hate him. We do not blame Khloe."
We don't, and I actually hated this, that when she was like, "Lol, we're having another baby," everyone got really mad. And I'm like, no, we're not mad at Khloe.
No.
We're mad at Tristan.
I'm not mad at Marilee either.
No.
Or Theo, her baby.
No, or true.
Or North. Next point. Hasn't gotten any better at Photoshop.
Oh, honey.
We discussed in our first Khloe Kardashian episode that the woman isn't very skilled at Photoshop, which is so fine, but hire a professional. You're worth $50 million, making you the poorest Kardashian except for Rob.
Yeah.
How much is Rob worth? Go. 3, 2, 1.
$5 million.
10.
Oh.
Because he does have his sock range. See, I think people might buy Arthur George socks as a joke because for Christmas,
That
that's
would be
hilarious. If I bought you Arthur George socks, if you're a cancelled listener who knows another cancelled listener, buy some Arthur George socks. Anyway, in October, Khloe posts this picture to her Instagram. Claire, I would like you to tell me what's wrong here with this
Well,
image.
firstly, this is not a human being. This is a work of art.
Okay.
Oh, my. Her arm.
Yes.
Sorry.
Go on. What's happened to her arm?
Oh, sweetie. She's thinned her waist, but in doing so, she's
Lost her
she's
arm.
dislocated and broken her arm.
Yeah, we have a broken arm. It looks like a shark has taken a bite out of her tricep.
Oh my gosh.
There's
That's
so
not
much you're missing.
good.
This is like one of those photos that's like pick 8 things that's wrong with
Okay,
it.
sorry, that's one. The second thing is the butt is just so huge. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Okay, now you've spotted it. Now you've spotted it.
All right, so I have a pen, and if I were to draw a straight line down the
wall.
there's just a weird bit where it juts out because she has edited it.
Glitch in the matrix.
Are her people trolling her?
You've missed one other bit, and it's the mirror.
Oh
Yes,
my
yes.
god!
So the mirror also, it's just like, okay, so obviously her arm, her back, the warped wall behind her, the shadow behind her is completely wrong, the mirror, and it is the worst Photoshop job I actually think I've seen on the internet.
She's getting worse.
The next day, Khloe tweets, I never even posted this photo. Maybe my glam did, but I didn't. Also, I mean, the bent lines in the back, lol, please. And then she'd like a crying, laughing emoji.
Wait, so what's her argument?
Her argument is that she didn't post it. Maybe her glam team did.
Yeah, but does she acknowledge it's highly photoshopped?
Yeah, but she didn't Photoshop
Yeah, it's
it.
weird for other people to Photoshop you.
Okay, so people were like, okay, weird explanation, but
Yeah.
whatever. And then she doubled down and was like, wait, not saying my glam did that either. I'm just saying I didn't post this photo on my page. Where's the receipts that I did, lol? People are so weird.
Okay, well, she didn't post it to her own page. Then somebody else did it. Fine. But it's also like, look at your own pictures. They're not that much different.
Exactly. But my thing is that this behavior by Khloe is both predictable and consistent with her personality. So it is almost as if there is nothing wrong with her at all.
Yeah.
And she's actually absolutely fine. Claire, do you harbour concerns for her well-being?
Yeah, I do. I harbour concerns that she is in situations where walls ain't making sense.
Okay.
It's very sad.
My next point. Has Khloe Kardashian brought thin back in? After championing big bottoms and curves, the Kardashians appear to have woken up one day and gone, lol, fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. Fuck that. And cut off their bottoms while jumping a bunch of weight.
Yeah.
There's been a bunch of think pieces on this, especially over the last few months. There's been like the cut did, could thin be in again? And there was another article, heroin chic, fashion zeroes in on thinness once again. And these pieces always mention Kim and to a lesser extent Khloe,
Yeah.
which would piss her off.
Because you're like, I'm photoshopping my body so I have half a limb.
Yeah.
And you're not even
Even
saying
giving me the attention
I'm
I deserve.
heroin chic.
In a recent episode of The Kardashians, Kim kind of confronted her. You be Kim, I'll be Khloe. Okay?
Do I have a script? Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay, you go first.
You look very skinny.
Try and put on Kim's voice.
You look very skinny.
Now you need more vocal fry. You look very skinny.
You look very skinny.
I will say that Kendall and Kylie, not that I'm trying to out them, but they did text me and say that they were a little concerned for you because you're really skinny. And I said, I think she's a bit stressed. And I think that
And Kendall said it, the model.
Kendall said it.
She was really fucking stoked, right? So
Okay.
she starts like jumping up and down. She's like, oh my God. And then this is another scene, right? You be Kendall here.
You look so skinny. You feel so skinny.
Because she's just hugged her and she's like felt her ribs. And Chloe's like, oh my God, you're so skinny.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're competing
Yeah.
for skinniness. Chloe is flattered, mostly flattered because everyone's worried. The more worried people are, the more flattered she is. And she's like, you think I'm really hot?
You're
right?
saying you think I'm hot.
And
No,
it's Chloe,
no.
this is a big problem.
Yeah.
All right.
They're trying to have an intervention.
She also made headlines because she called herself such a fatty after eating 2 of Kourtney Kardashian's Lemmy gummy vitamins, which just sound like they give you diarrhea.
Look, I have seen Kourtney flogging these.
Yeah.
And I went, come on, we've been here.
We've been here.
We've been
We've done
here,
the
we've
gummies
done
that
it.
make you shit yourself. Fashion designer Jeremy Scott gushed recently when he was dressing Chloe. He said, "Your measurements are skinnier than the model's measurements. You should know that little waist is teensy, itsy, bitsy."
Oh,
Okay.
that's so screwed up,
Yeah.
Jess.
Yeah. How about weren't you just recently getting a wedding dress and the lady said to you, you have an unusually thick waist for your proportions? Remember that?
Oh, do we have to bring that
Yeah.
up? Yes. So I was being measured. I didn't specifically ask for my measure. I didn't need to know them. They were for their end.
Yeah. Everyone is being annoying about this. And look, this rhetoric obviously isn't helpful. But my question is, did Chloe, aka Chloe CD, ever claim to be helpful? If we're looking towards the Kardashians for empowerment and to feel good about ourselves, surely we are in the wrong place.
Okay, I agree with that. But a lot of people have said that the reason they look up to the Kardashians or that they find them interesting is because they have challenged the beauty standard and that they kind of broadened it out for people.
But then they cut it off.
They allowed curves, they had dark hair, that like it wasn't about being blonde and stick thin anymore.
I need you to know that Khloe Kardashian does not give a fuck. And you know who gives less of a f***? Kim.
Yeah.
None of them give a f***. They want you to watch their show, and then they want you to buy their shit. And they don't care if it makes you feel bad about yourself. In fact, if you feel bad about yourself, you probably buy more of their shit. So they're kind of happy. Also, Khloe and Kim obviously don't help anyone. That's a given. But it's too simplistic to blame these women for giving everyone eating disorders. I've seen a lot of this. Like, oh, you're bringing the 90s back. I'm not saying it isn't harmful when you see just images of skinny women, but the idea that everyone got eating disorders in the 90s and now with body positivity, less people are getting eating disorders is statistically incorrect.
Very true.
More people have eating disorders now than did in the 90s. So it's sort of condescending to women to think that all it takes is for Khloe Kardashian to get skinny and suddenly we all develop eating disorders.
Correct. And just by the way, I do not actually think the Kardashians did anything to broaden any beauty standard.
No.
I think they made it even harder in a different way.
Yeah.
So I don't think that they can be blamed as individuals.
Chloe is she's just over there having babies with Tristan Thompson, who's having babies with other women. She's eating her salads in the big plastic containers that probably go out to sea.
Yeah.
Trying to learn how to Photoshop, which is proving difficult. Let the woman play with her Photoshop. Okay. Let her be. This isn't strictly cancelable, but it's more an investigation that I wanted to do out loud with someone else to help me work out what I think.
Okay.
Does Chloe need to be doing SponCon?
No.
Claire.
Like financially? No.
Yeah. Yes. Yes.
I think, I've been thinking about this lately, a lot of people don't need to be.
I imagine the money's good, but at some point, the selling of the soul has to become not worth it. So I screenshot just to give away that she did. Claire, I want you to read what it says. It was just posted recently.
Hey friends, I've teamed with @Savvy Giveaways to give away this dream nursery and playroom valued at over $10,000.
Blah, 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 blah. It's super easy to enter. Please tell me what I have to do to enter, Claire.
Like this photo and comment your favorite emoji on my post.
Okay.
Easy. Then head over to @Savvy Giveaways page to follow them and the 69 accounts they are following and tag friends on their post on their page. Gee, that's a full-time
And then,
job.
Claire, what's the next thing?
That's it. Seriously, it takes like 15 seconds and you can win everything that's pictured
Do you
above.
think that sounds like it takes 15 seconds?
No.
Or do you think that sounds like it takes 11
Oh my
minutes?
God, the labour of following 69 accounts and then having them pop up and then you have to unfollow them later.
So what you want me to do is post an emoji on Khloe Kardashian's Insta, which is mortifying. Mortifying. Because everyone's going to say that I've entered the giveaway. And then what you want me to do is follow all up 70 pages. 70 pages. And then what you want me to do is interact with someone. That's my week done.
Can I just say...
To compete in a competition that probably has lots of other people. I don't have a baby. I don't need $10,000 worth of baby shit.
No one talks enough about how embarrassing it is to enter a giveaway on Instagram. There is only one person in my life I can tag, and that is you.
Yeah. And I'm so embarrassed when
Yeah.
it's like at Jessie Stevens. And
I've
it's
never
like
won.
some skincare brand or something. And I'm like, oh,
And it's like you can enter lots of times if you tag different people. No, because then I won't have any friends. And that costs
everyone
me.
can see. I look poor. I look cheap. I look
look
desperate.
desperate.
I look like one of those people who enters competitions. If I was worth 50 mil, would I be selling my soul for savvy giveaways?
I just don't care how much you got paid. I think the
It's not
reputation embarrassment is worse.
It's not enough.
Mm-mm.
It's time for charges and sentences, Claire. You know when Dad, I think we've talked about it on this podcast before, our dad went through a stage where every time we went on family holidays, he just went and sat in courtrooms and watched court cases?
Yeah. Particularly in Melbourne, the judge made friends with him, said
Yes.
she'd seen her around.
Yeah.
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 He thought she was a very good judge.
Yeah. The judge would get a bit exasperated when the judge would see the same person come back in. And they'd go, come on, you were here with ice possession 2 months ago. I gave you a slap on the wrist, back again. Naughty, right?
It's a waste of my time, your time,
Pete's
and
time.
Peter's time. No, Peter's fine.
Peter's fine. He's on holidays. That's how I feel about Chloe. I already charged her with being bad at Photoshop, Claire.
Yeah,
6
you used your
months
time.
ago.
Yeah.
6 months ago.
Time is money. You used your time.
I sat Khloe Kardashian down. We made a whole episode. And I said, you know what? I'll forgive all the mess. But what I can't forgive is the Photoshop. I can't forgive it because you're worth 50 mil. You've got a team. We need to do better.
Yeah.
We need to do a short course.
Delegate.
Less
Or do a
giveaways.
course. We suggested a TAFE course. We
Yes.
suggested she wear that weird black glove thing that Kim wore.
Yes.
And that she would sit there with young people and be
Yes.
shown. And
How
that
to
she
use
would get a
Photoshop.
tattoo that said, lighter touch. Lighter touch.
That's what she needs. Okay. So I sentenced her to a short course, not a big ask. Could have gone harder on her and I didn't. And at this stage, I'm pissed off. So the charge. Tristan has to start doing the Photoshop. Hear me out.
Okay.
Tristan owes you. Okay?
For betrayal
Tristan
on
really
multiple
owes
counts.
you. And
Yeah.
he's groveling, right? That man is like...
He's groveling spontaneously, not
when it
consistently.
suits. When he's not in another woman's vagina, he is groveling, right? Tristan owes you. The second thing is Tristan is between basketball teams.
Okay, he doesn't have a
He
gig.
doesn't have a gig. He has a lot of spare time on his hands, hence a lot of inspirational quotes.
Yeah.
Less inspirational quotes, more
Helping
learning to
Chloe.
Photoshop.
Yep.
Okay?
Yeah.
This is called delegation, right? We delegate to Tristan. He does the Photoshopping because clearly you're not going to do the course. You're not hiring anyone. Get Tristan to do it.
He's just sitting around the house according to Keeping Up with
Yep.
the Kardashians.
Yep.
Yeah. Jessie, interestingly, my charge is around the SponCon.
Okay.
I'm saying enough. Actually, I'm saying that for all the Kardashians. Enough.
Enough.
You've got enough money. You do not need to be doing SponCon. You know how people are like, oh, I only ever do sponsored content of brands I really believe in.
Oh,
Chloe-
Chloe, you care about savvy giveaways.
Chloe, savvy giveaways does not align with your values. You don't need it. It's greedy and unbecoming. It's unbecoming.
It is unbecoming.
So my sentence is, Chloe, you're only allowed one type of SponCon,
All right.
and it's SponCon for Photoshop courses because you need
Before
it.
and after.
You need it.
Actually, no, maybe she's the worst advertiser for Photoshop.
No, because she's going to do a course
Okay.
and get
Okay.
better at it.
Okay.
And then she's going to say, remember when I made it look like a
and
shark had
after.
eaten my arm and then I lied and said I didn't upload the photo? How crazy.
Yes.
Now I'm much better.
Yes.
This is my fake face. But it's more real. I look less like an alien.
Yes.
And so on and so forth.
I love that.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Cancelled. For all the receipts, make sure you check out the twins_thoughts on Instagram. We'll be putting those extra Photoshop fails. We'll put that video of North. Not fully related, but she is really taking over the Kim TikTok.
Yeah.
It's now Kim and North.
Kim and North. Yeah.
We'd love to hear from you. Call the pod phone on 02 899 9386. The executive producer of Cancelled is Talissa Bazaz, with audio editing by Leah Porges, and we'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.
Mamma Mia's purpose is to make the world a better place for women and girls. We do that by creating podcasts, stories, videos, and events that share unique women's voices you won't hear anywhere else.
Subscribe here to help Mamamia to continue living out our purpose.